St. Catharines, May 19, 1942. Dear Margie. Well, darling, here it is, closing of the third day of my definitely bonded engagement, and to the swellest girl in all the universe. I don't mean maybe. To tell the truth, I feel pretty good when I think of it, so dear, you know exactly how I feel. Gosh, the bus was slow Sunday night, even if I did sleep most of the way. I arrived at St. Kitts at 11:20, same difference to the old time of 2 hours. However, the Sunday boats start this Sunday, so that will be a real help. I have had no word from the folks, so guess Jack will be down this Saturday or Sunday. I hope it's Saturday and that we get the Monday holiday for some of these gangs that are just marking time. You know something, dear? I didn't say a word to your dad about our engagement. I meant to ask his approval and whether he could stand another son. Couldn't think of anything to say when you showed him the ring and didn't get much of a chance after. I suppose the folks were surprised, but don't see why they should be. I wasn't the least bit surprised, were you? I wonder what the folks at home will say. I haven't written yet. They will be surprised too, and I am sure quite happy about the whole thing, as they like you very much, especially Dad. Of course, he always had good taste in picking women. Well, darling, guess that's about all I can think of at present. I will be seeing you again this weekend, maybe before. All my love, sweetheart. Write soon. As ever. Roger XXXXX. St. Catharines, May 31, 1942. Dear Margie. Here it is over a week since I wrote, and a week since I saw you. I received the letter the other day, darling, with the snaps. Weren't they good considering the day? How did Moo's snaps turn out, have you heard? Would you have a couple of sets printed? Those of Jack, I want to send them home, as I am sure Mother will like to have them. I am sorry today has been spoiled for you, dear, but yesterday morning a truck went through the bridge over the canal we dug and it held up the excavator. They split us into 2 gangs. The first worked until nearly 1 in the morning, and we worked again from 8 this morning until about 3 this afternoon. I am telling you, I was glad to get home. I slept until supper time and think I will go to bed shortly. I have had no letter from Jack. He was to write and send me negatives. I hope he doesn't forget. I am wondering how Len will make out with the draft board. He is 26, I believe, and they are calling up a number of them at that age. Doris will have a fit. I went around to see Connie last night. The lady at the store told me Connie had left and was at her home in the Falls. I am wondering if Tex got his call or has gone to the Sioux for Akins and McLaughlin. I have to give Pappy a ring. Hasn't today been miserably cold and windy, but no rain? Thank heavens we had enough last night. The night gang got soaked to the hide and they couldn't stop during the first hour of the storm. Some of them were sniffling and sneezing this morning. I am glad I was sent on the Sunday gang, although I couldn't see it that way yesterday. I wanted to see you. I will be over next week though, darling. In one way the time seems to fly, and yet it seems ages since I held you and kissed you. When I am kissing you, there isn't any time. Well, darling, guess I have said about all there is to say. I am going over to the Falls sometime this week to get my coat. I hope I catch them. A bye-bye for the time being, dear. I love you truly. Write soon. As ever. Roger XXX. P.S. Enclosed is Ted's little Abner letter. How about making me a decent copy? Love. Roger XXXX. 196 Ontario Street, St. Catharines. June 3, 1942. Dear Margie. Well, darling, thanks for the letter received Monday, also the clipping. I didn't expect a letter so soon, dear, so you see it was a pleasant surprise. I haven't had a chance to start working on the building plan, that is to find out the approximate cost of material and labor. The floor plan looks pretty practical, and I bet you and I could do wonders fixing up the interior, especially the living room and the kitchen, but we would take the dining room out and use the spare for a sun porch or bedroom. What say? Received a letter from Gil the same day. I will bring it over for you to read. It got through the censors okay, but why I don't know. I haven't had any word from Jack as yet. I hope he doesn't forget to send the negatives. We are pretty busy at the job working on the forms for the Fluenway at the headworks. I am back in the shop and find this work interesting. We are building wooden forms starting at a square and working gradually to a circle, keeping the volume the same. We work from a blueprint and to the fraction of the inch. The days on the job seem to fly. You mentioned our getting married the latter part of August or 1st of September. I think it a swell idea, darling, but we will have to make it on the margin as the old bankroll isn't piling up so darn fast. Guess I need someone to govern my affairs, and me too. However, we will talk it over Sunday. By the way, have you heard from Moo yet? How did her snaps turn out? I must give her a ring when I come over. Well, darling, guess this is almost all for the present. We'll see you Saturday night or Sunday. We'll wire when I am coming. All my love, Margie. As ever. Roger XXXX.